filter function, right? Filter map, and we have discussed about for each function also. So let me just open our folder in the VS Code. So inside our JavaScript, today's is like a 10th session, right? Session number 10. And today's date. Okay. Okay. So in last session, we have discussed about map function, filter function, and we have seen the difference between all this. Okay, what is the difference between map, filter? What is the difference between map, for each? What is the difference between for each and filter? Okay, so this kind of interview questions can come once you start facing the interviews. They can ask you, can you explain me what is the difference between map and for each? Okay, lot of time this question is asked. What is the difference between map and for each? Or else they will ask you, what is the difference between map and filter? What is the difference between map and filter? Okay. One more question they can ask you, what is the difference between slice and splice? Slice and splice. Okay, there is one more important method which I want you guys to explore, that is reduce. There is one more important method, or I can say function, which you guys have to explore, that is reduce. So don't ignore this reduce. In lot of interview, I have seen some people ask questions related to this array method also. This is also one of the array method. Okay, just go through Google, try to learn this method by yourself and just check whether you will be able to learn this method by yourself or not. Because I have explained all these methods, so I think you should be able to learn reduce as well. Okay, cool. So in today's session, we will start with another topic, that is operators in JavaScript. Operators in JavaScript. So do you guys have the idea how many types of operators or how many different categories of operators we have in the JavaScript? What are the different types, or I can say categories of operators in the JavaScript? Anyone have any kind of idea on it? Okay, so there are 6 categories of operators, guys. How many categories of operators we have? We have nearly 6. There are 6 categories of operators. Or I can say your operators are divided into 6 categories. The first operator, what we call as a arithmetic. Arithmetic operator. Okay, the first category is arithmetic operator. Second one is, we have something called comparison or relational operator. Third one is logical operator. Fourth one is bitwise operator. Okay, we have one more, that is assignment operators. And we have last one is special operators. Special operators. So we have totally 6 different categories of operators. Arithmetic operator, comparison or relational operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, assignment operator, and special operators. Okay, your increment decrement operator comes under arithmetic. So when it comes to arithmetic operator, we have the operators like plus, okay, minus, multiplication, you have here division, you have something called modulus. Okay, this we call as a modulus. And we have increment operator and we have decrement operator. Again, when it comes to increment, we have two types of increment operator: post increment operator, pre increment operator. So when it comes to increment, we have two types: post and pre. When it comes to decrement, again here also we have post and pre. So post increment, pre increment, post decrement, pre decrement, something like that. Okay. So when it comes to arithmetic operator, we have this many operators. Now already we are aware about plus, minus, multiplication, division, because we are doing from school days all these operations, right? So some modulus is something new. Okay, this operator, percentile symbol, this operator we are going to call as a modulus. Okay, let me just add here modulus. Here it should be U, modulus. Okay, so what is modulus operator? Anybody knows what is modulus operator? I think you guys might have pretty good idea about modulus operator. Yes, basically modulus operator also, it will do division only. It will also do the division only, but it will return remainder. Modulus operator will return remainder. Okay, so it will also do the division only, but it will return the remainder. It will give the answer as a remainder. Whatever remainder you will find, that answer it will give. Now, when it comes to comparison operator, so do you know what are the different comparison operators we have? So we have greater than, we have less than, okay, we have double equals to, we have something called triple equals to. Okay, afterwards, what we have? Greater than equals to, we have less than equals to, we have not equal to. Not equal to. So this operators comes under your comparison or relational operator. Relational operator. Greater than, less than, this we call as a double equals to, this we call as a triple equals to, greater than equals to, less than equal to, and not equal to. This we call as a not equal to. So all this comes under your comparison operators. Okay, when it comes to logical operators, here we have three main logical operators. This operator we call as an AND operator. We have something called OR operator. This we call as an OR operator. And we have NOT operator. This is NOT operator. These are called three logical operators. Okay, maximum time we will be using arithmetic comparison logical operator. Maximum time. And when it comes to assignment operator, okay, I will discuss about bitwise also. So before bitwise, let me list out what are the assignment operators. So anybody knows what are the different assignment operators we have? Anyone have any kind of idea? Only one operator, equal to. So equal to is one of the assignment operator. Single equals to, only single equals to is assignment operator. Apart from this, so we have something called plus equals to, we have minus equals to, we have this asterisk equals to, we have division equals to, we have modulus equals to also. Okay, so we have this many assignment operators. So a lot of people answer only one, but we have this many assignment operators. So what is the meaning of that? All these assignment operators also we will discuss. Okay. And when it comes to bitwise operators, do you know what are the different bitwise operators we have? What are the different bitwise operators we have? Anybody? Okay, here we have something called and bitwise. Okay, single and. So this we call as a bitwise and. We have something called or. Okay, this is called bitwise or. We have here something called this one bitwise not. This we call as a bitwise not. Okay, we have something like this. This we call as a bitwise left shift. Bitwise left shift. In the same way, we have bitwise right shift. This we call as a bitwise right shift. We have bitwise right shift with 0. Something called, if you give this 3, this is called bitwise right shift with 0. Okay, bitwise left shift, bitwise right shift. This is called bitwise right shift with 0. Okay, so what are those bitwise operators? That also we will see. Apart from that, what are the special operators? So anybody knows what are the different special operators we have? So because these are the special operators which we will be using widely, or I can say frequently, when it comes to React or when it comes to any kind of JavaScript application. So these special operators we will use so many times. So some of the special operators already we have learned. Do you remember some of the special operators? Type of, we have delete. Okay, we have something called new. Okay, we have something called type of, delete, new, off, in. Okay, dot, comma. And one more important we have, that is conditional ternary operator. Something called ternary operator. So all this operator comes under your special operators in JavaScript. Special operators in JavaScript. And anybody knows any other special operator that we have in the JavaScript? I think we have void. Okay, we have eld. And apart from that, I think we have something called instance of. Okay, these are some of the special operators we have in the JavaScript. So how many types of operators we have in JavaScript means totally 6 types. Arithmetic, comparison, logical, bitwise, assignment, and special operators. So in our live session, I will discuss arithmetic operator. We will discuss comparison operator. We will discuss logical operator, and we will discuss special operator. Okay, and these 2 operators I will provide as a recorded video. So by tomorrow or by day after tomorrow, I will provide the recorded video on the bitwise operator and assignment operator. Okay, so you can just watch that recorded video, then you will get it a bitwise and assignment operator. So once we have done with the operators, then we will move to the next topic, that is our selection statement or control statement. Okay, now in assignment operator also already we know plus, minus, multiplication, division. What are the purpose of all these 4 operators? Let's focus on modulus operator. Okay, so let me just create one file here, something called arithmetic.js. Now suppose if I have 2 variables, var x equals to 100, var y equals to 50. Okay, let's suppose I have 2 variables in that I have assigned 2 values. Now let's suppose I want to divide this 100 by 50, and I want to find out what will be the remainder. I want to find out the remainder. So in that case, you can go with the modulus operator. So what we can do here, we can say var result equals to x modulus y. So whenever you do x modulus y, internally it will be something like this: 100 modulus 50. Nothing but internally it will do 100 divided by 50. Now whenever you divide 100 by 50, what will be the remainder? Tell me what will be the remainder. Yes, remainder will be 0. Remainder will be 0. Now let's try. If I do console.log of result, if I open my terminal and if I execute here, node arithmetic. Now see, I got results here. Okay. Now suppose if I do something like this, 19 2, what will be the result here? What will be the result? Yes, the result will be 1. Now, if I do here division, if I use here division operator, what will be the result? What will be the result if I use this division operator? Okay, it will return the quotient, right? It will be 9.5. Okay, it returns 9.5. Now, if I do here something like 100 by 50, now what will be the result? Result should be 2. Okay, I hope you guys understood the difference between division and modulus. Is it clear for everyone? The difference between division and modulus? Okay. Now let's come back and let's see. Let me comment all this entire code. Now this is what we call as a comments. So anyone knows what are comments in JavaScript? What are comments? What are comments in JavaScript? Comments are those lines which will not participate in the execution. Whenever we are executing JavaScript file, those line will not participate or those line will not execute. Okay. So comments are those lines which will not participate in the execution. So here, this everything is called now commented. All these lines are commented. Now these lines will not take part in the execution. Now see, if I run my JavaScript file, nothing will get the result. Let me save it. Now let me clear it. Now if I execute it, there will be nothing in the output. There will be nothing in the output. Now all these lines are called commented. Commented means these are the lines which will not take part in the execution. Okay. Comments are those statements which will not execute. So what is the use of these comments means? These comments are used to write the documentation. Comments are used to write the documentation. They are used for documentation. Documentation means, suppose you have created one function. Now in that function you have written something like 500 lines of code. Now as another you have written that code. Now if I come and see that code, now I won't understand, right? What is that function? What is the purpose of that function? To understand that, I have to analyze that code. So instead of that, what you can do, you can just write simple documentation about that function. Like, what is that function? What is the purpose of that function? How many parameters it takes? How many arguments it takes? So depending upon the requirement, you can just write one small documentation. And whenever you run that file, that particular lines will not get executed. That particular lines will not get executed. Okay, so they are used for documentation. Like here, I have written some code. So suppose if I'm just uncommenting this code, now here only these lines are called commented. Commented means now this is like a documentation, small documentation. Here I'm just making you understand, okay, what is the, instead of X, what value will substitute? Instead of Y, what value will substitute? So internally what happens and what will be the result? So it is just for our developer understanding. Just give some documentation. Whenever you open this file, you will understand exactly what this file is, what this line is doing. And whenever I run my file, this lines will not get executed. This lines will not get executed. Now, how to comment a line in your JavaScript means, for that we have to use this double slash. Okay, now this is called single line comment. Double slash. After double slash, whatever you will write, all those content in that line will be commented. It means those line will not execute. After double slash, whatever content you will write, this line will not get executed. Suppose if I add double slash here, then this entire line gets commented. This entire lines get commented. If you want to uncomment, just remove this double line. This is called single line comments. Single line comments. We have something called multi-line comments also. Now these are called single line comments. Now I want to find, like, I want you guys to find what are multi-line comments in JavaScript, or how to comment multi-lines in JavaScript. Okay, just try to find out the answer for this. Or how to comment multiple lines in JavaScript. So try to find out something like this. Okay. Cool. Now, suppose if I want to comment all this, these lines, what you can do? Simply select all this line. Just press on. Anybody knows what we have to press? Control plus question mark. If you want to comment multi-lines, what you have to do? Simply you have to press Control plus question mark. First you have to select, okay, first select the lines that you want to comment, then press Control plus question mark. First select the line that you want to comment, then press Control plus question mark. If you want to uncomment, something, again the same. First select lines that you want to uncomment, and then same, Control plus question mark. So this is how we can comment multiple lines and we can uncomment multiple lines. Now see here, I have commented everything. If I want to uncomment, first I will select whatever I want to uncomment, then Control plus question mark. It is uncomment. If I want to comment all this, select everything, then Control plus again question mark. It will be commented. Okay. So this is how you are going to comment multiple lines in your VS Code. Now let's understand about the pre-operator. Okay, let's understand about the pre-operator, pre-increment operator. Okay, so pre-increment operator means it is something like this, plus plus. Okay, before I explain pre-increment operator, I just wanted to ask, what do we call to this part? Okay, suppose if I do here x plus y, okay, now here plus is your operator. We call plus as an operator, right? This part we call as an operator. So what do we call to this X and Y? Anybody knows what do we call to this X and Y? What do we call to this X and Y? Plus we call as an operator. And what do we call to this X and Y? Yes, those are called operands. Okay, those are called operands. Okay, this term you have to remember. Okay, operands. Now here also this X and Y are operands. So before and after your operators are operands. And this entire thing, what we call? This entire thing, what we call? This entire thing, what do we call? Okay, we call this as a statement. This entire thing we call as a statement. Okay, so do you know what is expression then? What is expression? What is expression in your programming languages? Anybody? If this is called as a statement, then what do we call to the expression? You might have studied in your 10th or 9th or 8th class. Anybody? I just got 2 replies. What about remaining guys? Nice. Okay. Suppose if I do something like x plus y equals to, suppose if I had here some value 100, then this entire thing we call as a expression. Okay, this entire thing we call as an expression. Cool. Yeah. So I hope you guys know that in the morning we have started with React. So in the morning we have started with React. We are just going through the demo sessions. In case if you are interested, you guys can join the demo sessions in the morning 7:30. Okay. So initial first week, we will be just covering the JavaScript. First week, we will just cover the JavaScript, like advanced concepts of JavaScript that are required to learn React. And once we have done with the first week, then from next week, we will start with the React. We will start with the React concepts. Okay, so already a YouTube video is uploaded of today's session in the YouTube. So you guys can just go through in case if you are interested at morning 7:30. And from 23rd, we are starting with Node.js. Okay, so from 23 August at 9 a.m., we are starting with Node.js. So if you want to attend the demos for that, yes, you guys can attend. So nearly first 5 to 7 sessions will be demo sessions where you can just come and just see exactly how things are going on. After that, you guys can decide whether you want to join or not. So if you want to save time, you can just join React.js now itself, because at initial stage for first 2 weeks, whatever we want, that everything we have learned. And anyways, I am covering advanced concepts, like few advanced concepts of JavaScript in the first week, so that you will be easily understand the React. So in next week, you will be easily able to understand the React. Yeah. So let's come back here. Now let's understand about the pre-increment operator. Is my voice audible, guys? Is my voice audible? Can you confirm on the chat? In the evening, React will take little time, guys. It might take 1 month or it might take 20 days more to start. In case if you are not available in the morning, yeah, you guys can wait for the evening batch as well. Or there will be some other faculty as well who will be starting the multiple React batches at different times. Whichever times makes you comfortable, just go and learn that React or Angular. You can just choose anyone. Don't choose both as an initial level. Choose anyone, work on that technology, then choose some other to learn. So you can choose React or you can choose Angular. That's completely your wish. Both technologies has good amount of like they have good demand in the market. Like my personal view will be learn anyone, whatever you want to choose, learn anyone, work on that only. If you learn both, then there are a lot of chances that you might get confused at initial level. Suppose you are learning React, learn React, work on React for 6 months or 1 year. After that, if you want to explore Angular, yes, you can explore. Or you can go with vice versa. Learn Angular, work for 6 months or 1 year, then you explore React. Once you learn Angular, understanding React will be very easy. If you know React, understanding Angular will be very easy. Okay, but if you just learn parallelly both, then there are chances that you might get confused. That is the only reason which I don't recommend personally. Like if someone wants to learn both, yeah, they are welcome. If they think that they can manage, then yes, they can learn both the things. Okay, yeah. Now suppose if I do something like this, like what is pre-increment operator means, the syntax will be something like this. Pre-increment. So for pre-increment operator, we will use plus plus, and here we will use operand. Some kind of operand. Or I can say, yeah, we will use some kind of operand. Maybe something like this. Plus plus x. Plus plus x. So what this operator will do, it will increase the value of x by 1. Okay, pre-increment will increase the value by 1. Pre-increment will increase the value by 1. Suppose if I go back here and if I do here something like var x equals to 1, and if I do here console.log of x, let's see what it will print. After that, if I do pre-increment, okay, then again if I do console.log of x, then let's see what it will print. Okay, understood this logic? Understood what are the statements I have written? So totally I have written 4 statements. Okay, this entire thing is called like expression or statement. This is one statement, one statement, one statement. Now if I do console, like if I just execute my code, now what it will print? Anybody guess? It will print 1 2 or it will print 1 1? It will print 1 2 or it will print 1 1 or it will print any error. Yes, if I just go back here and execute, I got 1 2. Nice. I got the answer from someone. It's like 1 2. Okay, so what pre-increment will do? It will just increase the that method. Yeah. Is my voice audible, guys? Just got disconnected. Is my voice audible? So what post increment will do? Post increment will also increase the value by 1. How pre-increment is increasing the value by 1? In the same way, post increment will also increase the value by 1. The syntax will be something like this. Operand. After that, you will have plus plus. Operand, then you will have the plus plus. Okay, something like this. Plus plus, then x. Plus plus x, x plus plus. It's like x plus plus. So pre-increment, post-increment. Now let's see this as well. Now here I will add one comment. I will say post-increment. Okay, this time I will take the variable y equals to 100. Now here I am doing y plus plus. Console.log of y. Okay, and same console.log of y I will add here as well. And let me add here one more console. Something like this. Okay, it will just differentiate that post and pre-increment. Now if I go back here, now if I execute it, node arithmetic. Now see, here I got 1, 2, here I got 100, 100, 1. 100, 100, 1. Okay, so what pre and post increment will do? Both will increase the value by 1. Both will increase the value by 1. Now, if both are increasing the value by 1, then what is the difference? What is the difference between pre and post increment? Anybody knows what is the difference between pre and post increment? If both are used to increase the value by 1, then what is the difference between them? What is the difference between them? Yeah, obviously, there might be some difference, right? That is the reason they have given two operators, pre and post. They are giving. So, okay, let me just do the task. You just watch that task and then you try to identify the difference by your own. Let's see whether you are able to identify the difference by your own or not. Okay, so I will do the task. So here, let me just create one file called task.js. I will write now two statements. I will use pre-increment. I will use post-increment. Okay. I think you will find two different results. Then just by seeing that result, by seeing the code what I have written, you try to identify the difference. Let's see whether you guys will be able to identify the difference or not. Okay, especially the persons who never encountered this pre and post increment. If you already learned pre and post increment in some other language, just be quiet. Okay, or if you want to give the answer, yes, you guys can give the answer, no problem. So here I am creating a variable where some num equals to something like 100. I have created a variable. Now I will add here one console.log statement. Here I will say plus plus num. So what I am doing here I am doing pre-increment. I will write one more console.log statement. Here I will do num plus plus. Here I will do post increment. Or just to make it little simple, I will say num1 here. This is num1. In num1, I will do pre-increment. I will take one more variable where num2. Num2 value also 100 I will take. Okay, here I will make it num2. Num1, num2. Num1 I am doing pre-increment. Num2 I am doing post-increment. Here also 100, here also 100. So what will be the result? Any guess? As per our last example, what will be your answer? What answer you are expecting? So as per our last example, we are expecting 101, 101, right? Because it will increase, right? It will increase and print. It will also increase and print. So we should expect 101, 101. But let's see what will be the result. Node, I will do task here. Now, what is the result? We are expecting 101 here also. Here we were expecting 101. So here we got 101. Okay, fine. But here also we were expecting 101 as per our last example. But here we got 100. Here we got 100. So any guess, what is the difference between pre-operator and post-operator? This pre-increment and post-increment. Are you guys able to identify the difference? Okay. So how many of you did not understand how it is working? How many of you did not understand the difference? How many of you did not understand the difference? Feel free to let me know, guys, because if you are a fresher, obviously you will get confused. When I was at your place, even I got confused. Okay, so there is nothing wrong in getting the confused because we are just in the learning stage. So if you are learning, if you are in the learning stage, make as much mistakes that much possible. Try to make a lot of mistakes here. But once you get the job, once you attend the interviews, then don't do mistake there. So this is the place where we can do hundreds of mistakes and we can learn from those mistakes. But we cannot do the mistakes in our interviews. We cannot do the mistakes once we get the job, because there it will cost our job. It will cost our job. Everybody understood? Because I'm not getting any comment that people did not understand. I think everybody understood the difference. Okay, I will take one more example. Something like task 2. Okay, here I am doing var x equals to 100, var y equals to 200. Now here I am doing var result 1 equals to x plus, I will do plus y. X plus y I am doing. Var result 2, here I am doing x plus y plus y plus. And here simply I am doing console.log of result 1 comma result 2. I am printing result 1 comma result 2. Now can you tell me what will be the answer here? What will be the answer here? Just take 1 minute of time. Just take 1 minute of time and let me know the answer. Okay, again it might confuse. Let me do one thing. Let me keep little simple. Let me make here a comma b. Okay, now here let me do a plus b plus. Okay, now try. Now take your time and let me know the result. So what should be the result here? Just take your 2 minutes of time, try to understand the thing and give me the result. It's okay if you give the wrong answer. No one is seeing your answer because your messages can, like only I can see your messages and admin can see your messages. Apart from that, no one can see your messages. So feel free to give the answers. Okay, lot of people gave the answer like here 139 and 300. Okay, this is what the result I got, because this is what the answer I got majority. So let's try here. Node task 2. Yes, I got 301 300. Nice. Everybody understood how pre and post operator is working? Like, if you did not understand, say no. If you understood, just be quiet. If you did not understand, then only type no on the chat. Let me see how many of you did not understand. Yeah. So this is what I'm expecting, guys. Whenever I'm asking whether you understood or not, at least reply me. Like if you don't reply, then I will assume that everybody understood and I might move to the next concept. Okay. Yeah. So let's try to understand what this pre-operator will do. Pre-operator will do. So what here pre-operator is doing means this pre-increment, what it is doing means first it is incrementing the value. First it is incrementing the value, then it is printing the value. First it is performing operation. It is performing the operation, then printing the value. Now, when it comes to here post operator, okay, it is performing, here it is first printing the value, then it is performing the increment operation. Here it is first performing increment operation, then printing the value. So your pre-increment, first pre-increment will perform, then whatever next task is there, that next task will be performed. In post, first your task will be performed, then your increment will be, this pre-increment, this increment will be performed. Okay, so here we are performing two operations, printing and incrementing. So first increment operation is performed, then printing info operation is performed. Here first printing operation is performed, then increment operation is performed. Suppose if I do here again console.log of num2. Now here it will print 101. Here it will print 101. Here it will print 101. Okay, here it is printing 100. Here it will print 101. See, your result should be 101, 100, 101. So let's see here. Node task 2. Task 1, right? 101, 100, 101. So what happens in this line? First, it will print the value of num2. First, it will print the value of num2. So while printing the value of num2, what is the value of num2? It's like 100. So it will print 100. Once it is printed 100, then it will increase the num value. It will increase the num2 value. Now here, after printing, num2 value will be 101. Again, here you are trying to print num2 only. Now while printing second time, that time the value of num2 became 101. So it is printing 101. In pre-increment, first it will increment the value, then it will print it. Okay, in this case. Now when it comes to task 2, here what we are doing, here also we are performing two operations. We are performing one addition operation and we are performing increment operation. So what it will do, first it will perform the increment operation, then it will perform the addition operation. So it will do something like this. X means 100 plus, then we have here plus y. So y value is 200. It will become 201. It will perform this pre-increment. After that, it will do this addition operation. So what will be the answer here? 301. It will be 301. Now when it comes to here we are using A. Okay, A is your 100 plus here you have B. Now this is the post increment, nothing but 200 plus. So in this case, what it will do? First, it will do the addition operation, that is 300. Then this 300 will be assigned to this variable. After that, B value will increase to 301. It will increase to 301. Okay, afterwards it will increase to 301. Now if I come back here, if I execute here task 2, now here we got 301 300, because while performing the addition, what is the value? 100 plus 200, that is 300. We are assigning the result 300. After assigning the 300 to result 2, then b value will increase to 301. Now if I do here console.log of b, what it will print? It will print 200, or it will print 201. Here it should be 201. Okay, so tell me, b value will print 200 or 201? 201. So just check here. So let me save my file. Let me re-execute it. Now see, b value is 201. Okay, once this entire expression got evaluated, after that b value will increase. In this case, before this expression get evaluates, first y value will increase, then this entire expression will get evaluated. So this is pre, this is post. Okay, understood the difference between pre and post? Here, first expression is evaluated, then b value got increment, then b value got increased. Here, first y value got increased, after that this entire expression got evaluated. Okay, so 300, 100 plus 200, your result will be 300. 300 will be assigned here, and the b value will increase to 201. It will increase to 201. Here, entire expression is 301. It should be 2. Okay, it's not 3. So same thing with your decrement operator also. If I go with task3.js, if I use here var x equals to 100, var y equals to 50, and if I use here decrement operator, so suppose var result1, if I do something like minus x plus, if I do minus y, var result, if I do here x minus plus y minus. Now tell me what will be the result here and here. So here first pre-decrement value operation will be performed. Pre-decrement means minus x. Minus x means the value will be decreased by 1. So here it is like 99, right? Plus minus y, nothing but 49. Now what will be the value? 99 plus 49, 148, right? Now if I do here console.log of result1, let's see what it will print. Okay, I'm just doing console.log of result1. Let's try whether it will print 148 or not. So here node task 3. We got 148. Okay. Now can you guys tell me what will be the result here? What will be the result here? Here again 148. or 150. Okay, let me try. Let me do console.log of result2. Now execute it. Now we got 148, 148. Now why we got here also 148? Because here it will be something like this, right? Here we have post decrement. Now tell me, after this line, what will be the X value? After this line, what is the X value? X value is 99 and Y value is 49. Am I right? So here it will do 99 plus 49. So 99 plus 49, again the value is 148. Once this entire expression got evaluated, then your X value will be 98, Y value will be 48. Now the latest value of X is 98, Y value is 48. So let's try to print X comma Y. Console.log of X comma Y. So am I right? Will it print X value 98, Y value? So let me write here. Okay, let's try what it will print. See here, we got 98, 48. XY value. See, here we are using post decrement. Here we are using post decrement. If you are using post decrement, in that case, what happens? First, it will evaluate this entire expression. And whenever it is evaluating this entire expression, at that time, X value is 99 and Y value is 49. So it will add 99 plus 49, that is 148. Once this entire expression got evaluated, after that, X value will get decreased by 1, Y value will get decreased by 1. So now X value from 99, it became 98. Y value from 49, it became 48. Now, whenever we are trying to print the value X comma Y, that time it will print 98 and 48. 98 and 48. So by seeing the word, you can understand pre and post. Pre means पहले perform करो, post means बाद में perform करो. Pre means you perform first, post means you perform afterwards. So that is the reason they have given the name pre and post. Pre and post. Okay. I hope it's clear for everybody, pre and post operators now. Anybody have any confusion in the pre and post, whether it is increment or decrement? Okay, just practice it. Anyways, I will just push this code. So just practice it. If you practice it, then you will understand exactly how pre and post operator are working. Okay, be careful while evaluating the expression, while evaluating entire expression, just be careful. So now we are just done with the arithmetic operator, right? We know the arithmetic operator. So in tomorrow's session, we will explore comparison operator, logical operator. We will finish this both. Okay, and in tomorrow's session, if possible, I will provide bitwise and assignment operator video itself. So I will let you know from where you can access. And when it comes to special operator, these special operators, we will be learning step by step. Ongoing the JavaScript, we will be learning whenever those concepts encounter. As of now, in this special operator, we know what is type of operator. We know what is delete operator. We just know two operators as of now. And we know dot operator. I think we know dot operator also. Okay. Now in coming session, we will explore off operator maybe by day after tomorrow, and we will explore in operator also. And while learning object oriented programming, we will explore new operator. Okay. And in tomorrow's session, I will show you ternary operator also. And this remaining things, we will explore at the end of our JavaScript sessions. Almost at the end of JavaScript sessions, I will explain you these three operators: void, eld, and instance of. Void, eld, and instance of. Maybe instance of operator I can explain you while making you understand about object-oriented programming. But eld we will discuss once we discuss about generator functions. So we have one more concept in JavaScript called generator functions. At that time, we will discuss this eld and void. So in this way, you will be able to understand all these special operators. In tomorrow's session, we will finish this too. I will provide the recording of this too. So in this way, we will finish the operators concept. Okay. So that's all, guys, for today's session. So let's meet tomorrow and let's explore the remaining things.